Chicago, and we are back again on another fantastic sucker-free day. I can't say that it's sunny outside because from my standpoint, it looks like it's gonna rain, not to mention the fact that the news meteorologists predicted rain. Sometimes they right, sometimes they wrong, but most of the time they're right. Okay? But it is my hopes that you are having a fantastic day, whether sunshine or not. Why is that? Because you deserve some peace. You deserve some happiness. You deserve all that you can think that you deserve, as long as you are rightful in doing what you're doing to meet your objective. Okay? Now, before we get started, you all, on my last live that I did, I was telling you all about a young gentleman by the name of Charles that I ran to when I was on the East Coast, and he had his vending business and had these hats. CBM, Changing Brothers Mentality. I got it. It may not go with what I have on right now, but I did promise you that I will wear it, and I love wearing this hat. Okay? Changing Brothers Mentality is a must. If there is any hope, or you think that there's a future for you and your family and your children, we, Changing Brothers Mentality, have to manifest. It must manifest. If not, we're going to continue to be on this downward spiral of genocide. That's what's going to happen. No ands, no buts about it. If, ands, and buts. Sorry about that. And if this is your first time watching The Mo Show Chicago, I ask that you share the information with relatives, friends, co-workers, anyone that you come to contact with. Why? Because it is a magnificent way to jumpstart your conversation. What better conversation can you have than changing a brother's mentality? Huh? Think about it. If you change the brother's mentality, we change the way we live. We change the way we treat each other. We change the way we eat. And we change our moral obligations towards one another, and we're more responsible for our own selves. For our own selves. Are you ready to be responsible for your own self? You may say, well, I already do that. However, the window of you being an individual is coming to a window of unity versus individualism. Because right now, we are in this big race that they call life, and it's all individualism when we were accustomed to our old ways of living to be unified in some manner, at least better than that condition in which we are currently in. Would you agree? Because I agree. And I want to thank everybody that's out there in the chat room. I really can't say I got some sun glare today. I mean, people are just going all over the place. But I want to thank you. Yeah, going all over the place, meaning that they're in the chat room and I'm receiving all of these messages. I want to thank everybody that's in the chat room. I want to send a shout out to Teddy. Teddy, what's going on, man? How you feeling today? Like I said, I hope that you're having a fantastic, marvelous day like I am. Every day has got to be a marvelous day despite the pains of life that we endure, that we carry on our shoulders like bricks and stones, hoping to remove them. Some of them we do, some of them we don't, some of them we manage to get by through. But either way, I want to thank you all for being here, because you could have been somewhere else doing something else with someone else. Okay? So I tip my hat to you. Okay? Changing brothers' mentality. And when you change the brothers' mentality, you will see the minds of the children change. You will see how they will react towards you when you change the brothers' mentality versus the way that you are right now. There are a lot of OGs out here that don't share wisdom with these young guys. There are a lot of OG women that don't share wisdom with the young ladies. We have to fill that gap. We have to give them what we know in order for them to survive, so that your grandchild won't shoot my grandchild. Okay? So that your grandchild won't shoot and kill my grandchild. So that your grandchild won't abuse my grandchild. Or vice versa. Or vice versa. It's all about respect. Many people ask for respect and demand respect and want respect, but they don't give any. You have to give respect in order to get it. I'm just saying. They do say that it is better to give, right? Anyway, and right now, somebody wanted to give Donald Trump his assassination. According to the reports, you have Carl D. Montague of Rhode Island, on the East Coast. They found a Gmail. Google finds everything. They know everything. But anyway, Carl D. Montague made statements to the effect that, to Donald Trump, that you will not live to see the end of your term. There will be a F-U asterisk, 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 star, star, star in your head. Bullet in your head, okay? Yeah. That's what the man said. And when the agents found him at the apartment complex, he was hiding in the bathtub and told the agents that he was high, smoking a whole lot of marijuana when he made those threats. Not only did he make those threats to Donald Trump, he made them to Pam, what's her name? Bondi? Yeah, Pam Bondi, the Attorney General, and some other Donald Trump people. People that's in his office. People whom he assigned to office. Okay? A lot of threats. And why did Carl Montague make those threats? Because he says that he's fed up. He's fed up with the political system. He's fed up with the politics. He's fed up with the nonsense. Like many others are fed up with the nonsense. Headed from the neck up. They tired. Donald Trump. Donald Trump is ruining this country. Many say this country is becoming a autocracy. And if you don't know what autocracy means, I highly recommend that you go look it up. It's only a 9-letter word. I'm just saying, this is what they're saying. Autocracy. Phew. According to Bernie Sanders, he said that this is the most embarrassing and law-breaking, in a way. Can't exactly quote what he said in regards to law-breaking, but this is one of the most unprecedented presidents, and the decisions that he's making in regards to executive orders is absolutely outrageous. In our modern time. The key word is modern time. But from looking at modern times, it seems like it's going back to the old time. Yeah. Not in change physically, but still mentally. And I say still mentally because many people are still mentally in bondage, including Caucasians, because they have this white superiority complex in their mind. And Donald Trump is encouraging that thinking. He's enabling them to think that way. But he says that he's for all Americans, because if black people who look like me did not vote for Donald Trump, there's a great chance that he wouldn't be in office. But he tricked a whole lot of people. Tricked a whole lot of people. Black, white, Chinese, Puerto Rican, Mexican, whatever color crayon you are in the box. If you voted for the man, you got tricked, meaning that you're a lollipop. How long are you going to be a lollipop? Huh? Sad, but true. Now, if Donald Trump doesn't show you enough evidence on how the machine is not for you, and apparently not even for the rest of America, if you don't see that right now, I can't even call you Stevie Wonder. I can't call you Ray Charles. I would just call you stupid. Stupid. Sorry. No pun intended. But if you don't understand the writing on the wall that's in blood, you ain't trying to see. Or don't care. And if you don't care, go stand over there by Walgreens in broad daylight with the Batman belt on, okay? Shouts out to my man Illa Flows in the house. R.I.P. And speaking of R.I.P., R.I.P. Jeff Easley. For all of those who know Jeff Easley, well, tomorrow is his funeral. So we look forward to you being there. I did not make the celebration with my family for the gathering that they had on the 4th of July, but I will be at the funeral, okay? I will be there. Family member. Rest in peace. Now, getting back to the subject matter, with all of the people that are upset, people that are frustrated, people that are tired under the rule of Donald Trump, do you think that he's going to make it through this term, the second term? Do you think he's going to make it through this term? Yeah, meaning the second, like I said. Do you think he's going to make it? Or do you think somebody's going to cut off his electricity? Huh? Now, some people may say, I just wish that he would just resign. Or I just wish that they would impeach him. But in another video, I explained how difficult that is at the moment because people have been trying and they are calling for his impeachment. But the House and the Senate got the spot. And the trial takes place with the Senate. The Democratic Party can bring up the charges. Y'all think about that. Understand politics. Understand politics and the money behind it. And the money and power behind it. But you know what? We too, the small little itty bitty people, have a lot of power. We just don't use it because there's no unification. There's a whole bunch of power that we have in numbers. Just like politicians. They deal with numbers. How many in the House, how many, in the Senate, and who's ruling or who controls the House, depending upon numbers. So it's just not an individual thing, and this is what we have to get over to you today. Changing brothers' mentality. Obviously, seeing that it appears like we're going back into sharecropping and those black codes, black people need to get on code. And if you are not thinking like Donald Trump and you are from another section of a people in this society, maybe we can think with you. But we have to get our own things together first, okay? 100. And watch out for those infiltrators. Watch out for the infiltrators as you organize. But seeing that we have all of this distraction, like drill rap music and the no love R&B music, and just demonic music in general, It's going to be hard to unify. As I stated in another video, it is hard to breathe life into a dead man. You all don't understand that. It is hard breathing life into a dead man. And we are a dead people. We are the bones in the valley, the dry bones in the valley. And we hearken not. We hearken not to righteousness, but unto evil. This is where we're at in America. We are living in a society where we are judged by race. Now, y'all stop kidding yourself if you don't think that. Because the society in which we live is based upon race. They say race, but I say ethnicity. Because there's only one race here on earth in regards to humans. That's the human race. Some people say, well, you know, the Neanderthal man, or they want to get esoteric, you know, and go the Anunnakis and go to the Greys, you know. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Esoterically or literally, there is a division among the people because of how we were reared and the atrocities that has been suffered by many who look like me at the hands of people who look like Donald Trump. And Donald Trump is working to make America great again, which means that your life is in danger. You can keep joking around, sporting play, lollipopping around, listening to all of that drill music. You know, you can do all of that. But you can't say that you were not warned. The warning just doesn't come from me. It comes from all of the master teachers, all of the people who suffered and gave their life for you. Civil rights. You think about that. When was the Civil Rights Bill passed? 1965 or something like that? So really, how long have you had any rights? How long have you been on this planet, and then how long have you been subjected to not having no rights and then given rights again? The only thing it would take is for the Supreme Court to sign off and you back in slavery again. They're doing it in such a advanced manner. They call it upgrading. Damn! So if you're not afraid out there about your life right now, you should be. If you're not afraid for the life of your family, if you're not afraid for the economic well-being of your family right now, you should. You really should. Because this country is about to bottom up. Yeah, bottom up. That's what's happening right now. Thanks to the help of Donald Trump. Thanks to the help of Donald Trump. Once again, I want you to leave your comment. Do you think he would be assassinated? Do you think he would finish out his term? Or do you think he would be impeached? Leave your comments in the comment section in regards to that. And seeing that threats is the big thing that's about right now, somebody just wasn't threatening another man, because here it is, you have a man that was found on the west side of Chicago, right there on California and Wilcox Street. Cut off his electricity, put one through his dome, left him there. That's around like Kenny Shine spot somewhere around there, right? Well, the old Kenny Shine, because Kenny Shine is dead. And if you don't know who Kenny Shine is, well, do some information, get some information, or do some research about Chicago, okay? Sad, but they found the man dead over there. I'm sure there are going to be a lot of more dead people this weekend here in Chicago. So be careful where you go. There's nowhere safe outside. Yes, there are some places where I feel that I'm safe at, but it's not an actual fact, because anything can happen At any time, anywhere, things can jump off. And then you have these people running around with mental illnesses. So you have to watch that too. And you don't know if they got strap or not. You don't know if they got a knife, a hammer. A hammer will kill you just as fast as a bullet will. Remember that. A knife and a hammer will kill you just as fast as a bullet will if you're struck in the right spot. If you're struck in the right spot. Yeah, I know I got to get it together. A little bit tongue twist, okay? And speaking about struck, targeted, struck meaning targeted. You have a lot of black people that feel that they're targeted by Carnival Cruise Line. Yeah, Carnival Cruise Line has banned marijuana. That means a lot of people won't be going on your cruises. That means that a lot of people won't be going on your cruises. Especially if you're black. You got to have some weed on that cruise ship somewhere. And you're going to be gone 5 days, 7 days. And people who are accustomed to smoking every day in a state or not state that is legal, they don't care legal or no legal, we need to smoke. We come on vacation, we're in the middle of the ocean, and you're telling us that we can't smoke? Whew. A lot of people are canceling Carnival Cruise. Now, I don't know if that's all from the passengers or is that all from the staff. We don't know, but we can have a great guess, okay? We can have a great guess on that. You have some people who commented on their report said that I understand and I agree with Carnival Cruise. Why can't people just act right? Whew. If that's not calling the kettle black, I don't know what is. How many of them act right towards you? Does Donald Trump act right towards you? Whom is at the head of the continuous division and racism in America? Huh? He's probably one of those Donald Trump supporters, Donald Trump voters, or right wing. You know, you don't have to agree with Donald Trump like Elon Musk don't agree with Donald Trump, but he's a right wing conservative. Okay? And conservative means Donald Trump and what he's doing and the mind of those who think like him. Point blank. Point blank. Even a Tata can figure that out. Even a Tata can figure that out. Carnival Cruise Line not only banned marijuana, they banned those fans that is non-battery operated because of the clicking sounds it says. They say that it is a black cultural expressions from a song, Boots on the Ground, Where Them Fans At by 803. It's a line dance. And they say that that line dance and the clicking of the fans is a black cultural expression and it has no place on Carnival cruise ships. Damn. Is it blatant enough for you? Is it blatant enough for you? People have eyes, but they can't see. People have ears, but they can't hear. People know how to speak, but can't talk. And what do you have? A dummy. You have a dummy, aka a slave. SLAVE. Meaning that you're not thinking for yourself. Therefore, someone else is thinking for you. Think about that. In fact about it, we all are controlled by someone else because there's always an influence. Have you ever watched TV on those commercials and you know that you just ate some food maybe an hour ago, but then you got a McDonald's commercial, or you got a Texas Roadhouse commercial, or you got a KFC commercial, or you got a Five Guys commercial comes across your TV screen, and all of a sudden you're hungry again. I'm just saying. Think about that. Think about that. Even down to the clothing that we wear. Hell, I like Adidas, okay? I know it's German ran and operated. I get that. I get that. But I like Adidas. I look good in Adidas. Did you hear the rain right now? Whew, let me get this over with real fast. Can't afford to get the cam wet, right? Can't afford to get the phone wet, okay? I can afford to be wet. But not my video stuff, okay? But needless to say, you all, there's other Carnival cruise line ships. Hell, they are even banning corrupt rap or hip-hop music, okay? So all that drill music, go shoot your mama, shoot your cat. I'm a green devil, I'm a red devil, I'm a blue devil. I want to sniff a bottle of Coke. I want to take some pills. I want to drink some lean. All that, Just put on some KRS-One. Just put on some Rakim. Put on some Mobb Deep, okay? Put on some 50 cents, okay? Even the other sections of the people can enjoy that, okay? But it's all targeted towards discrimination against black, and that you can't deny. That's not even up for debate, okay? So smart black people, what you may want to do is find you another cruise line, like American Cruise Line, Celebrity Cruise Line, MSC Cruise Line. What's that? Holland Cruise Line, but I think they're under Carnival, if I'm not sure. You got to check these people out because some of them are like casinos. Like you have casinos that's in Colorado, casinos that's in California, casinos that's in, as long as it's not on a reservation, most of those casinos are owned by the big people in Vegas. Y'all think about that. And it's the same way with cruise line ships. So you need to find out who owns what cruise ships. Does Carnival Cruise Lines own this? Are they a part of this corporation? Because if they are a part of that corporation, that means that if you go on a cruise on another cruise line and they are in accordance or under the flagship of Carnival Cruise Line, you still can't smoke. You still can't have those fans. You still can't play that drill music that you want to play. You got to be careful out here. In fact about it, I don't understand why we can't have our own cruise line. Huh? Now, if you want to know how much it costs to build a Carnival cruise ship, several hundred millions to over $1 billion, okay? Now, I think that you have people out there, that look like me that have that type of money collectively. Even Oprah. But she ain't trying to give up no money. Just like that pastor over there from Nigeria, the richest pastor in the world. In the world. Billions of dollars. I'm just saying. But just for us regular, everyday, average people, y'all want a cruise line? How many people in America that's low income? Can't y'all... How many black people, how much money can we get up seeing that we spend over $1 trillion in this economy? I'm just saying, if you want a cruise ship that you can just party on and be yourself, go buy your cruise ship. Get your money together. Because that's what they do. That's what they do. You don't think that some Caucasian men or Caucasian women came together and put their money together and bought a cruise line? Y'all better think again. Get your own things so you don't have to worry about being without or being banned, can't do this, can't do that. If we spend money on their cruise lines, why can't we spend money on our own cruise line? But many people don't have the mentality like that because they haven't changed their mentality. We have to change the brother's mentality. We have to change the sister's mentality. I'm just saying. We have to change the world mentality because it's just not about black people. It's about people of color. And right now, to be honest, it's rich versus poor. Screw the color. Even though we are judged upon race here in this country, I mean color, because once again, as I stated, it's only one race, the human race. And if you're not human, that means that you are a beast in human form. But anyway, about to get out of here. But before I do, I want you to go over to my other channel, MOPOWERZ, here on YOUTUBE. If you are into more history of yourself, you want to get more conscious, you want more historical facts, go over to that channel and enjoy those audiobook series that I have left for you all among other videos. But the audio series that we're currently working on, and we have the grand finale coming up tomorrow on Stolen Legacy. We have From Babylon to Timbuktu. We have The Black Man of the Nile and His Family. We have As a Man Thinketh. We have The Chronological Order from Alchemy to Wicca. We have The Demonology of King James. We have The Fall of America. We have The Message to the Black Man in America. We have The Miseducation of the Negro. We have The World's 16 Crucified Saviors and a whole bunch of other stuff over there. I mean, like 2.5 years worth of videos that you can watch every day and not see the same one twice. Just like on this channel, THEMOSHOW Chicago, you can watch this channel for nearly 4 years every day and not watch the same channel. Go over there. And if you're into traveling, go over there. From California all the way to Maine down to Florida, and Florida back over. And everything in between. Go over there. Especially at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and the NFL Hall of Fame. Yeah, both of those are in Ohio. One in Canton, I forgot the other one was in. But we've been there already. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is right next to where the Cleveland Browns play at. Come take a ride with us to the Mopop Museum. Take a ride with us to the National Civil Rights Museum in Memphis. Take a ride with us to Crazy Horse, to the Badlands, to Mount Rushmore. Take a ride with us to York, Maine. Take a ride with us all the way down to Florida. Yeah, Miami, Fort Lauderdale. I'm just saying. Yeah, and Palm Beach Shores. That is West Palm Beach Shores, where they have the private beaches. I'm just saying. Yeah, I like to hang out there. But take a ride with us. You know, go down to Texas with me, where you'll find that guy, the statue, and all of what they want to say good about him. You know, the guy that killed all those people in Afghanistan. They even made a movie about him. Y'all know, American Sniper. Take a ride with me down there. Take a ride with me to the replica of Stonehenge, which is also in Texas, not too far away from the American Sniper dude. Take a ride with me, okay? Take a ride with me to Arizona. Take a ride with me to the ley lines in Washington. Langley, Washington. Go with me to the ley lines. They even got ley lines right there in Arizona, but I really want to go to the one that's in Oregon. They say that vortex is outrageous. I got to get there. So you all may be seeing me there as well. Take a ride with me to D.C., Philly, Vermont, Massachusetts, New York, New Jersey. We all over the MAP. Always riding somewhere. I need a new car. I'm telling you, because my miles on my car is outrageous. You only live once. So see what you can and why you can, especially under this Donald Trump administration. See what you can, why you can, because you may not be able to see it no more. Just like the Georgia Guidestones that was destroyed. Now, that happened before Donald Trump, but I made a trip down there. You all should go take a ride with me on MOPOWERZ. And if you are into Chicago anything, Chicago old school rap, hip-hop, gangster rap, spoken word, comedy, independent movies, Chicago street clips, go over there and you will find all of that good stuff over there with Dion Cole, Diane Corder, Reggie Reg, Quintella, Twister, Shauna, Crucial Conflict, Cadre, Enterprises, Lunatic the Messiah, Mecca, Big Taz, Mano, even though Mano is not from Chicago, he is on the show as well. Ejilla Beats, Big Mel. We got a whole bunch of people over there. Cadillac Seville. official business affiliated fellas, and some people I just can't even name. Yeah, gotta include Trilogy, Big Banks, yeah, B-Rock, and Big Son. I'm just saying, and look, man. Y'all check it out over there. THEMOSHOW Classics, all one word, no space, here on YOUTUBE. And on your way out the door, make sure you hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, and the word all to help ensure that you get video notifications when we upload videos on YOUTUBE. And also press those condiments, the like and the share. Share the information with relatives, friends, co-workers, anyone that you come to contact with. It is a magnificent way to jumpstart your CONVERSATION. Thanks for viewing, you all. Peace out. Never give up on your dreams. And that's my TIME.